Cancer, you are up for the July love reading. As I always say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Now that I got all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and go into this. So this is an interesting situation. There's multiple parties involved. I feel like somebody's playing the field. And this could be an actual relationship, or either there's some interest for a relationship. I feel like it could be one or the other. Also, I feel like there's an age difference too, where someone may be a little bit younger than the other person. If there isn't an age difference, then there could be something involving a child. So let's go ahead and get into this. So for the oracle cards, it says intense. The intensity of a true soul connection includes great highs and great lows. So for some of you, I feel like you could feel your relationship is kind of bipolar. Like when it's up and when it's down, it's down. And there's some really good moments, and then there's some moments where you're like, okay, why am I even in this? Why am I pursuing this? Is the thing. Or they could be feeling that way, or both of you could be feeling that way. Other card that came out is love. It says, love conquers all. Love conquers all. And I feel that might be the attitude that some of you may need, where you're looking to remain optimistic. And what I can tell you about this reading based off of the energy, because obviously the card is already pulled, is that there's hope in this particular energy. Now, I don't always encourage hope when it comes to love. In life in general, yes, I always say, you have nothing to lose when it comes to hope, because hope is what gets you through. With love, it's a little bit different. I feel that where love is concerned, there's other things at play. I don't recommend hanging in there if there is a lot of physical abuse, if there is a lot of emotional abuse, if there is a lot of mental abuse, those type of things. If that stuff is happening where you feel yourself sort of being torn apart because of the extreme highs and lows of this relationship, and that person is still not recognizing your value, I'm not encouraging somebody to stay in that. We all have free will. You can do what you want to do, but I'm not encouraging that. For those of you who are not experiencing those things, it's just the ebbs and flows of being with someone or attempting to be with someone, then there's hope for this relationship. Another card that came out, it says moment. Think of a special moment that brought you much joy with your partner. Think of a special moment that brought you much joy with your partner. And speaking of moments, the other card is admire. It's time to think of everything you admire about your partner. So with these two cards together, with moment and admire, and they're both telling you to focus on the good in your partner, some of you may be ready to throw in the towel. And you know your story better than me. If so many things have happened, rightly so. You may be like, you know what, I'm not trying to make this work anymore. I'm done with it. Okay, good. Go for it. But for those of you who are looking to build something long term, you have to put in the work. And with these two cards is saying, and one thing that will help you with putting in the work is remembering why you fell for them in the first place, or remembering all of these good memories they have given you throughout the highs and the lows. That is what it's saying. Now, bottom of the deck is confusion. It says, all seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to provide the answers you need. So there's confusion. Again, some people are wondering, should I stay in this? Do I want to make this work? Do I want to put in the work? That is what that energy is. Let's talk about this. So we have the Nine of Candles in this particular deck, which is the Nine of Wands. Wounded warrior, meaning that you've been through a lot. Also, we have the Page of Wands. Now, in this particular deck, notice how there's two guys and one girl. So I feel, again, there's a third party, and it's because somebody is young, or they have a young energy or a young spirit where they like to really be out there. I also feel this 9 of candles are some of the people that this person has been with. Like they've had their moment. This is the thing. The King of Pentacles, which is King of Roses in this deck, but the King of Pentacles came out. And usually when someone is playing the field, it's more like the King of Wands energy. However, that's not it here. This thing is, and also with the King of Pentacles, I feel this person has access to material things. Like they have easy access to material things, which also gives them access to people. And for those people who are looking to do certain things, this person can access them easily due to the environment that they're in. They have a very stable environment. Somebody might be dating a rapper. I don't know why this is giving me rapper vibes. Like someone in hip hop or a club promoter or something. Someone who they're well known, whether it is just in the city or domestically or internationally. They're a well-known person and they deal with a lot of people. And also people look up to this person too, whoever it is. But I'm more focused on the earth energy of this card. I don't feel that this person doesn't want to settle down with you. I feel this person just wants to take it slow until they get everything out of their system. For some of you, obviously not for all of you. I think for some of you, you are the long-term plan where they see you as husband material or wife material. But during the interim, as they are getting Page of Wands, as they're getting this play out of their system, they are taking their time with you. You're ready to walk away. 8 of Shells, which is also the 8 of Cups. Shells is cups in this deck. So with the 8 of Shells, 8 of Cups, you're ready to walk away, or they're ready to walk away from that lifestyle that they're living. They eventually plan to do it. But somebody is looking to walk away, or maybe both of you are looking to walk away, is what's happening. Some of you may go without communicating with this person. This is the Hermit, Virgo energy. Some of you may have Virgo in your chart, or you may be dealing with the Virgo. And then you have the Queen of Shells, which is the Queen of Cups. Again, we have 2 guys and 1 woman. Queen of Cups is Cancer energy. This Page of Wands energy, Cancer, this could also be you. Just saying. This could also be you, where you see somebody that is long term, but you don't want to settle down just yet. Maybe this King of Pentacles is the one interested in you, but you're not ready yet. You're saying no. Or, let me throw this out here too, because I just heard this. Or, the reason you won't settle down with this King of Pentacles is because you see them as maybe not mature enough, or either you think they're out in the streets doing whatever because of their popularity. But maybe they're not like that. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But this is something that I feel will eventually come together because the Sun card came out. The Sun card is happiness. The Sun card is healing. Also, the Sun card can be pregnancy too. Just saying. But this is joy. This is also illumination. There could be some type of truth that is told, especially with yesterday, July the 3rd, being a full moon. Because secrets usually come out around the full moon. So keep that in mind too. But the Sun is here, which is extreme happiness. On top of that, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune. And with the Wheel of Fortune, this is saying in your favor. Something is working out in your favor. I feel that once there is a better understanding of what everyone wants to do, I believe there could be something here. The question is, do you want to work on it? That's the question. Part of the energy is, okay, well, if you want to work on it, instead of focusing on everything that this person is doing wrong, focus on some of the things that they've done right. Not saying that you can't critique them on things they've done wrong, or offer feedback of some sort, or say, hey, this is my love language. One thing I heard recently was, or not heard, but seen, because it was on Twitter, is that now, how did it say it? Now that you speak my love language, I need for you to love me in my love language. Meaning that you have your love language, they have their love language. When you deal with them, you can't deal with them in your love language because your language is not their language. It's sort of like you speak Japanese and they speak French. You can't speak to them in Japanese. It'll make things a lot better if you speak to them in French because they'll be able to better understand you, and vice versa. He can't speak to you in French because you speak Japanese. So it'll be harder to understand. But if he says it to you in Japanese, you speak Japanese, you'll understand it. That's how it is with the love language. You have to love someone in their love language, even though you have a different love language, and they have to love you in your love language in order for this to work. I feel that it's a thing of understanding each other's languages, getting through the confusion, which might take a minute with Labyrinth under that, but tested, and then you have to be receptive, and then under receptive is marriage. So this is telling me that if you go through the process, there's something there with the sunshine and the Wheel of Fortune. All right? And that is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. Until next time, Cancer, be blessed.